It wasn't something I really chose. What's weird is that after I got into it, I learned that it had been something a couple generations back in my family. I knew my grandpa had been an English professor, but I never really knew, I hadn't thought about that too much. And then after having gotten into it up here, I learned that my dad had originally been studying English and wrote poetry and stuff, and was kind of amused to find out that I just sort of accidentally ended up in the same place.
Well, I first got into poetry when my aunt got me a Shel Silverstein book when I was 6 or 7, I think, and my mother would read it to me every night before I went to bed, and it just kind of shaped a large part of my childhood, and I just kind of started writing poetry as a way to vent my feelings when I got to be a teenager, I guess, and it just kind of continued, and my love for writing evolved, so here I am.
So I started writing like short stories when I was a kid about like wolves and all this stuff, you know, like magic wolves, you know what I'm talking about?
Magic horse story.
Yes. So like I'd always like written, and then in high school I had a lot of feelings, so I would just like write and write and write about feelings, and then like I started just like experimenting with form, and I ended up writing like 1,000,000 haiku, like actually 1,000, not 1,000,000. It's actually like 1,000,000 that I have. And then I entered a poetry slam at like a music festival and ended up like winning it, and I was like, wow, poetry's cool.
My story is kind of just like Kip's. I like wrote like songs and stories when I was like little, and then in high school I started seeing like actual spoken word like YouTube videos and like things online, and I thought they were really cool, but I didn't really start writing like seriously until like I joined Lyric and I heard people like write things and wanted to try it, so